What's poppin', you guys? Welcome back to another great and awesome production video. I'm your host, Jordan Reyes, Torch, the ugliest face on YouTube. Today we're going to look at how I shoot the music videos, how I edit them, and how I produce them. And hopefully, guys, you will learn a little bit of something in between. So now let's go to the studio and I'll show you guys how the lighting is set up, the camera, and all of those things, how they all tie in together. Okay, let's go. I don't have a studio right now, so I'm making use of this small space that we have. And I have a simple lighting setup that you guys might be interested in. On my left is a softbox. You see that? It's 135 watts and it gives us this soft lighting setup that is glamorous to our face. And then we have here my fill light. It's just 35 watts, a can light that gives us a little bit of light on the right side of the subject's face right here. And I don't have a backlight right now. All I have is these Christmas lights that separates the background from the foreground. That will work for the moment. And then what I have is in front here is tripod for the, actually I'm just using this GoPro right now for the subject because I'm frugal. Maybe later I'll upgrade to a better camera, but for now I have this GoPro Hero 7 Black to use as my primary camera. And then next to it, what I do is I use a phone. So I just use a simple smartphone actually for my B camera, and I whip it left to right. I dolly left to right like so in front of my subject, just to give us a little bit of that movement and life and interest in our setup. Here in Premiere we can edit the clips, and this is where we put all of the clips and the audio and the music, and this is where we all arrange it together and then, you know, sync them all up so that we can export them to a music video. Basically, this is like where all of the mixing happens on the surface. So right now we've got, I'd say, like 3 or 4 layers going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here you can see this guy is an adjustment layer. We've got some clips here going on, and then this is the base clip. So the first clip here down below is the GoPro footage from the GoPro. Is on a tripod standing still, and then the next layer, this one, are just clips that I cut from the footage from me while I'm rocking back and forth left and right, as you can see right here. If I scrub through, you can see that I'm holding my camera, or I should say my phone, and I'm just filming my subject whilst dollying left and right, as you can see here. And then I go backwards. Yeah. And then the next layer is also the same, I think. Some just minor creative shots like this, as you can see here, which were taken after the shoot. Alright. Then the next layer, of course, is the adjustment layer. This layer is for the adjustment for the color. So right now I'm using the effect Lumetri color, and it has the filter Fuji 125, I think. No, Fuji 125 F125 2395, which is a stock effect, I think, but I set it just to a 35%. Sorry. Now the adjustment layer, this is where you can adjust the color, the brightness, the contrast, and some of the hues maybe. Right now I have some adjustments with the curves and just minor adjustments, I think. Not much adjustment. And I will toggle the switch here, and you can see the difference right in the shadows. I think it's subtle. Look at this, the difference, on, off, on, off. So there's a little or subtle difference, but it's there. Now the next one is, of course, this layer is for the text, title text, which is created using After Effects. Now below this area down here, you can see all of the audio tracks that are taken from the shot. Down here we have 2 audio files that I muted. These are the audio files taken or connected with each of the cameras. So I had 2 cameras at that time, one with my phone and one with the GoPro. So these are the audio tracks, and I use these audio files to sync them all together so that they are all aligned. Now the bottom here is the one I used for the video, and it's actually the audio coming from the microphone and to the receiver right here. As you can see, received the microphone here and the keyboard that I was playing, and it goes straight to the mixer and into the laptop, and then I mix them all together, and you can hear the music directly from all of them, like so. But check this out. If you want to hear the music from the camera, I also have it here. You want to hear it? Check this out. That's audio coming from, I believe, the GoPro. I'm not sure. Maybe the phone. Now with direct from the microphone, have a listen. Isn't that cute? So let's go now to the editing in the added effects that we have. I'll show you something in maybe in 19, I think 119. Let's go to 119 here. Yep. What do we have here? I have a slow laptop. Okay, so I'll just, here we go. So in 119, you can see that I'm playing here, but the truth is this is actually an effect. I'm not actually playing with Jove, the saxophonist. At this time, I was playing right after the shoot. So this was me pretending to play in time with him, but actually I'm not there at this time. I was shooting the video. So this was taken after. So what you see is actually a digital pan. Let me show you. So here, the camera is pointing here, and then we see a digital pan. That's actually a digital pan. It's not real. It was created using a digital computer. Anyway, let's go to the After Effects and show you what I did. First, let's go to this guy here and check it out. In After Effects, this is where you tweak, surgical adjustments to your videos. This is the one that is the popular one. So here, immediately you can see the digital pan that happened here. This is a digital pan. Alright. You can see the keyframes that are panning the camera. This is a virtual camera that I'm panning from left to right, and then from right to left. Let me maximize this window. And then also we have other I will show you the process that how I made this really quickly and briefly. First, we have this shot right here, and then the other shot on the right side. So the trick is, how do we combine these clips together? And we do that by putting these two videos in the timeline and then using a mask. So if I remove one clip, you can see the difference. Let me show you. Here you go. So I created a mask to remove like half of the clip, and then when you make the other clip visible, it's right there. So here, this is actually another clip. See, it's a clip here, and if I turn it on, it superimposes to the other clip, which has been masked out here like a cardboard cutout. So now we stitch them together like so, and then we create a camera in virtual space. Let me show you how the camera is set up. Maybe go to the top. So here you can see this is my virtual camera right here, and if I pan this, you can see the camera moving, panning from left to right like so, right? And you can even see the digital zoom I did. That's why we have a zoom here, and I made a digital zoom, right, and a digital zoom out also. And these are the layers, this guy, and if I click here, this guy. So those are the two layers of video stitched together, and then the camera, this guy, that pans from left to right. So in the end, we have a digital pan like this. Boom. So that's how I did the pan. Next, what do we have here? Oh, let me go back and show you one more thing. I also added a an expression here. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, let me show you. Let me go back and trace my steps. It's actually in the camera. It's right here in the point of interest. I added a wiggle expression here that wiggles the camera like in amplitude of 2 and the frequency of 4. And to explain how that works is, let me show you how it looks like. So actually, if you play this out, this actually wiggles the camera. I don't know if you can see that, but it wiggles the camera back and forth like this. Check this out. Although this camera, tripod camera, is like standing still, it's actually in post-production I added a wiggle so that there will be a little bit of interest. As you can see, the camera is like rocking, right? So that's an effect I added to make the GoPro like move a little bit. Okay. Now back here in Premiere, let me just finish all of the layers so that you will see how I did this. Now let's check out the next one. This is just plain old clips from the phone, right? That whole layer are just clips from the phone. Clips from the phone, clips from the phone, adjustment layer, and the last part is just the title. Now this title text was created with After Effects also. Let me show you. It's just a plain simple animation. This is my favorite guy. So this guy is just a plain text that animates, right, like so, in a transparent background. So if you want to see it in action with a black background, you can see here, and you can just easily change the title text. Simple here. This is where I edit the text, this is where I edit the title, and there you have it, the title text, and it's dynamically linked to Adobe Premiere. So whatever I change here will also magically change here. That's why you can see the performer right now, because it's black. I have to put it back to transparent, like so. Boom. Alright, so I guess that's it, guys. Let's hope you enjoyed this video, and I think after this you just export it. Oh, let me show you how I export it. Click export the media, and then my settings are basically simple. H.264 with a let me show you my preset. I'm using a maximum depth bit depth, and then the bit rate is 16 is actually good. I'm using 32 because whatever, I just like 32. And then audio will be default, which is 48,000 hertz. 1600 is the usual, but 44.1 kilohertz. I'm using 48 kilohertz. And then the audio is high. Use maximum render quality. And then you change the output name, and then hit export, and then after that you have a video like this, and then you post it on YouTube. And that's it. I hope you guys found this video insightful. I hope you guys see that this process is quite tedious and it takes a lot of work, but still I hope you guys found this video inspirational and inspires you to create videos of your own as well. Alright, that's it. Don't forget to write, edit, rearrange, produce, perform, and repeat. I'll see you on the next one.